Welcome to this week's VetVine Practice Management Pearl. I'm Sandy Walsh. This week we're going to be talking about answering the telephone. It's not just about saying hello. We know that the phone is probably the most important piece of equipment that we have in a veterinary practice. And how you answer it and when you answer it is extremely important. We talk about answering before the third ring. Well, that has actually changed with the cell phone technology. We now know that somebody calling in on a cell phone hears at least 2 to 3 rings before we even hear one. So I will challenge you to go back, and although it says answer before the third ring, which is certainly appropriate, I would try to answer by the first ring if at ever possible, remembering that clients have heard several rings up to that point. So we talk about how we answer the phone, not just when, but how. It's important. We want clients to get the feeling that we welcome their calls, they're not an interruption. So we have to have an appropriate greeting, which would include the name of the hospital very clearly and your name. So rather than picking up the phone and saying ABC Veterinary Hospital, give them a greeting. Good morning, ABC Veterinary Hospital. This is Sandy. How may I help you? Gives the client the impression that you're there to help them, that you're not rushed, and that you're not too busy to deal with any question that they may have. We also know that veterinary practices are very busy, and occasionally we have to place clients on hold. They're used to that, but again, it's not when you do it, it's how you do it. So let's take that call that you know you need to place on hold and handle it in a way that the client, again, understands that you're taking them seriously. So rather than just saying, ABC Animal Hospital, hold please, and placing them on hold, answer it with the same greeting. Good morning, ABC Animal Hospital. Do you have a medical emergency, or can I place you on a brief hold? And then wait for the client's answer. If they have a medical emergency, they'll be sure to tell you, and then you know you need to deal with that call right then. If they allow you to put them on hold, which most clients will, thank them, place them on hold, and get back to them as soon as you can. When you get back on that line, again, thank them for holding and do whatever you can to help them at that point. We know that sometimes when we place clients on hold, it's because we have other lines ringing or we have clients in front of us. Handling multiple lines is not that difficult to do, again, depending on how you do it. Most clients will allow you to put them on hold so that you can put another call on hold. Again, make sure that you communicate it appropriately and just say, can I place you on a brief hold? I have another call coming in. I need to put them on hold so I can come back and help you. There's always been a debate on what do you do when you've got a client in front of you and the phone ringing? Who do you help first? Well, think about it. The client that's in front of you can see and hear the phone ringing. The person on the end of the phone can't see that client in front of you. So my take on that is I always answer the phone and either put them on hold if you need to so that you can finish dealing with that client or handle that phone call. Again, within reason. We don't want the client in front of you to stand there while you're answering the phone all day, but you can do both. It's the multitasking that we're so good at in veterinary medicine. So again, handle the phone call, put them on hold if you need to, and then understand that it's okay to call a client back. I've done that multiple times when it's that 7:30 a.m. call and you've got all phones ringing and clients coming in and you have a client that wants to get some information on your wellness plans or your spay and neuter program. Let that client know that you really want to be able to spend time with them and give them the information that they need. Can you call them back and find out where they're going to be, make a note of it, and then don't forget. That client's going to be much happier with your focused time spent giving them the information than you rushing through the call because you have other things to do. Again, with good reason. You're certainly not going to want to do that with somebody with an emergency or a very sick pet. But those clients that want a whole lot of information, call them back. And we talk about who should be answering the phones. It's not just a receptionist job. In a busy practice, answering the phones is everybody's job. It is absolutely an all-hands-on deck. So train your team to answer the phone appropriately so they know what to say and when to say it and handle those calls in a positive way. And that's this week's Practice Management Pearl.